Hola chicos, soy señorita Schaefer y hoy vamos a discutir la gramática de capítulo 4b y vamos a hablar de ir plus a plus infinitive. La información de esta lección está en página 206, si quieres leerla allá. The big question that I want us to ask as we go through this lesson is, how do I talk about what I'm going to do? So please go ahead and write that question down and underline going to. So we're going to actually use what we know already to talk about the future. I'm going to go to the mall. I'm going to cook dinner. I'm going to study tomorrow. She is going to be mad when she finds out what you said, right? So we're going to talk about what we're going to do. Please make sure you leave a bit of space so you can answer this question. And we are going to start with the verb ir. So you already know that ir means to go. And just as a quick review, I want us to make sure that we know our conjugations of ir. Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, and van. It is super, super important that you know these conjugations like the back of your hand, because we're going to use them as we learn this future tense, and it would be a shame if you got everything right and then you didn't get it right because you didn't know your conjugation. So make sure you know those. All right, now comes the ir plus a plus infinitive part. So you know ir means to go, a means to, and infinitive is the verb that still ends in ar, er, or ir. You can also translate ir as to be going. So we have to be going to, right? So then when we conjugate, for example, voy a jugar al tenis hoy. What we're saying is I am going, right? Voy means I am going. A is to, and jugar means play. So I am going to play tennis today. Let's do another one. ¿Tú vas a jugar al golf esta tarde? Are you, right? We use the are for the question in English. And then we have our little verb phrase here. Are you going? A means to, and jugar is play. Oops, look at me, I wrote it in Spanish. Are you going to play golf this afternoon? We have once again our form of ir plus a means to plus our infinitive. Let's do one more. This one can be a little bit tricky. So we have mis amigas, my friends. And we have van, so we know that translates as are going. A means to. And ir means go. De camping, to go camping. So this one's a little bit weird because we're actually using the verb ir here. Just like in English we say, my friends are going to go. You're using that verb go 2 times. Okay, you're only going to use ir there if that's actually the verb of what you're going to do. Otherwise, you'll just go ahead and put whichever other verb you're going to use. Okay, so the big thing here is that you know ir plus a plus infinitive. Please go ahead and write that down on your paper along with one of these examples before you move on to the next page. Now here, I would like for you to go ahead and practice. ¿Qué vas a hacer este fin de semana? What are you going to do, right? Going to do this weekend. And I want you to write 3 sentences using ir plus a plus infinitive to tell what you will do this weekend. So, basically, I just want you guys to really pay attention to this equation. It's almost like in math, you have the equation or the pattern that we're going to use that will work every time. So I'll write one thing that I'm going to do, and then I want you guys to write 3. So I would say voy, right, because we're using the yo form, what I'm going to do, and that's my use of ir. And then I'm going to add a for the to. I am going to. And then I need an infinitive. So I'm going to use estudiar. I am going to study este fin de semana. And on your sheets, I want you guys to please write down 3 things that you're going to do using complete sentences, and make sure that you use ir plus a plus infinitive. When you're, go ahead and pause this, and when you're ready, we can move on to answer that first question that we've been looking at throughout this lesson. So our final question is, how do I talk about what I'm going to do? And it's pretty simple. We're just going to say use the equation ir plus a plus infinitive. Okay, make sure that you know your conjugations of ir. Voy, vas, va, vamos, van. A will always be the same. And then remember that infinitives are verbs ending in AR, ER, or IR. Gracias por escuchar. Y por favor, si tienes preguntas, if you have any questions, please go ahead and write those down so that you can remember to ask me when you see me. Adiós.